Today, we're going to be building a bridge. As you can see here, there's a little Mexican dude, and we need to get him from the left side to the right side. And of course, if we fail, then he falls into the pit of despair and misery. Anyways, in the bottom middle of your screen, you can see we can select some road, and then we can actually left click in the top middle, you can see that, and we can start building the road. So what we have to do is build the road, which we can do there, build some more road like this, and then in the top right, we can press play, and the Mexican dude, he's going for a swim, okay. All right, so we can also see this is where the bridge originally broke. So there's some wood. Obviously, we need to use the wood as like a pillar like this, you can see. This should keep the bridge from falling, hopefully. We can do the same thing over here. And now little Mexican dude hopefully doesn't go for a little Mexican swim. And there you go. He goes from point A to point B, reaches the flag, and we were successful. Anyways, we have 10 levels to go over. So this is level 2. The Mexican dude is gone. We now have a sheet. So we got to get him to point A over there. And you know what? I can actually just like make a bridge like that, have it raised a little bit, put some pillars here that supports the end. And then we should also add some pillars here. And that should be enough. But also in the top middle, you can see we've spent $10,000. If we spend over 13,000, then we lose. So we got to be careful about that as well. Anyways. How did that fail? Okay, it's probably because it was at a slant. All right, never mind. No, I want this to work. Let's add some support below. You can see it's over budget now, so I have to delete the last little bit of support. And this should be enough for the snowman to do... Oh my God, it's at 95%. And he headbutts the floor, but he makes it. That's all that matters. You also would have noticed in the last round that in the bottom middle of your screen, it tells you how close the bridge is to breaking. If it reaches 100%, the bridge is gone. Anyways, we have a van now. He needs to go to the other side. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that in the middle, we need to use as support. So let's just go like that, connect it to there, connect it to there. And that should be the whole like middle area done. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the top part like this. The budget is under 17,000 bucks. Press play. I actually thought that was gonna work for a second. All right, I guess down here, same as last time, we have to add some support below to stop it from doing that little wiggly woggly thing. And then play. Why did that just collapse though? Like what? Okay, we're gonna build a road again. And I assume all the support has to be below, connected to this red thing in the middle, right? Like that. This is my guess on what it's supposed to actually be like. And hopefully that should work. Oh my God, bro, he keeps going for head dives. All right, I'm hoping this works. I've got 40%. That was enough to get him over, and I put a bit on each side, but not too much to weigh it down. And then the van made it over. All right, now we have your mother, a bus, to get from point A to the A over there. And we have actually, oh, we've unlocked steel now. So this is a stronger material that we can use. So let's just build the bridge. Bridge has been built. Then let's get some steel. And then we can just have a really high steel platform like this. And I'll add some below. The budget is barely within, but this should be enough for the bus. It's at 50-60%, but that was enough to get him to the other side. I can't lie, I'm a pro at this game. Anyway, so road, boop, 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 boop. Okay, come on, speed run this. In the middle, big steel. Steel here, steel here. And then because the budget's gonna get too expensive because steel costs a lot of money, we're gonna use wood for the middle. And this is some absolute pro engineering skills because the poop. I feel like I don't want to add too much above because it will make it very heavy. That's my feeling that I'm getting. So if I just add all the steel below, it's too expensive. Okay, I've got to remove some steel. This is not going to end well, is it? There is no way this ends well, but let's just give it a... No, yeah. All right, I've decided to go for this design here. I think this will work. 25%, 50%. Okay. So steel is heavy, so I'm thinking steel we put below, not above. All right, the snowman guy is back. This is, oh my Lord, this is big. All right, so we need to get him at a slanted angle going down like that. This is so weird, bro. And then we need to get him going up to here. Wow, okay, we've got only 14 steel you can see in the bottom middle, so we got to be very smart with our steel. 5 left, 1 left, and that 1 that we have left we'll just use to connect it over there. And then for the rest we're going to do wood above, and this should be hopefully good enough, although I can see it's going to break right here. I have a feeling it's going to break. I swear to God, if it breaks here I'm going to be so mad. No, oh my God, it's already wiggling about. Yep. I did a backflip. I've decided to make it a little bit more straighter so it connects to the end point. This should be good enough. At 28%, it looks like that should be enough. 54. Okay, what about the last bit? I don't feel good about the last bit. Oh? Hey, yo, look at me. All right, we now have to get a cop car and a farmer guy to point C and A. And then there's some fat thing in the sky. Okay, hold on. Let me first of all make sure. Is that going to hit the bridge? I mean, I'm taking a guess right now that it's probably going to end up hitting the bridge. Let's just figure this out. The farmer goes past. And then is there something going to hit it? Okay. Oh, yeah, no, cop, you might be screwed here. Yep, okay. So we need to get the road going down like this, back up. We're going to use steel in the middle like that. We're then going to use steel that connects all these points together. Steel that connects all these points together. Then for the rest, we're going to use wood, but we can't make it too high. Otherwise, it's going to hit the plane. And this should be within budget. And if this doesn't work, I'll be shocked. 15%? Oh, this definitely is going to work. 96% when it hit that little part over there. Okay. Plane goes past. Cop, please don't be a heavy... Oh my god, you fat f***. Okay, he eats too many donuts. All right, I've added some more wood underneath. That should... If this goes to 96%, it will fail. Oh, no. Okay, went to 80%. The cop should be able to stand his weight. All right, the cop is now going. Bro, so quick, chill. Okay, there you go. We managed it. All right, my assumption is this is the ship this time because it's down where the water would be. So we're going to have to build a bridge going over like this. And should we just make it do a little bit of a fall off there? I don't know if this is going to end well, but we're doing it. Is this going to end well? Probably not. But let's give it a go. The boat goes underneath. It's at 30%. I actually think it's going to make it. 38, 40, 50, 88%. And... landed on its nose. Anyways, there's 2 more levels. So in the middle, there is a star. I assume we need to collect the star. So we're going to have him going down, then connect to that point. We only have 2 steel that we can use. So I'm going to use a steel there and a steel there. Does that mean the road isn't connected now? I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Then I'll have some wood above like this. We need some wood below. Okay. I'll have some wood connected to that point. It's already... Oh, this is definitely not going to work. Oh, I didn't even have a rope at the end. Okay, this game's getting a bit annoying now. Get a piece of steel connecting this to this and it's still connecting that point. Then we're going to have wood for the rest. We're going to have all the wood below. Maybe that's what we need to do. Have the wood below and then just some at the top just to connect the steel points like that. Is this going to work? I don't have a good... This game is annoying me now. All right, steel post like that. Steel post there. And then we're going to leave all the wood underneath. I feel like having the wood on top is making this very heavy. So let's see if that works. No, it's not going to work. It's already at 60%. Oh, that nearly worked. We just need to reinforce this part here. I think literally just adding that piece of thing alone, that wood there, should be enough to make it work. Pick up the star. Ooh. All right, we are moving on to the final round. We got 2 cars to get over. We got a star to pick up like this. Then we're gonna bring it up like that. We got only 3 pieces of steel that we can use. So we're gonna use 1 steel there, 1 steel there, 1 steel there. And then we're gonna do what we did last time where all the wood, we're just gonna use it below. Also, we need to connect that point there. Otherwise, I know what happens. All the wood is gonna be below. We need to connect all these middle points. We're above budget. So we're gonna weaken this point here. I'm gonna regret that. I'm definitely gonna regret that. Okay, you know what? Let's see if that's good enough. This is not gonna work. If this somehow works, I'll be shocked. I think my bridge was too goofy before, so I'm gonna redo the same style that I was going for, but connect that point from earlier that we didn't connect, press play. The end I'm not very confident about. There's a little bit of a gap here. I don't know if you should have that in bridges, but this should be enough. And hold up! We completed the game. I feel like just adding all the support underneath is kind of how we did it. And we're in the bottom 46% again. Okay. And if you want to see a video where I play a game where everything kills me and it's just me raging a bunch, tap the video on screen right here. It was a very good video and I'm sure you'll enjoy it as well.